Ever been stuck in minus 40-degree wind chill with nothing to do? Ever been hoping going to a Storm game, yet for it to be mandated by the league that they cannot play? Ever been at a fucking light and waiting to turn left, and you fucking can't because you're not in the sweet spot? Under the traffic lights is here for you. Once again, our annual Christmas edition, first annual, so I guess that'd make it inaugural. She's back, I'm back. I guess this all started because winter tourney, I was sitting there doing my scorekeeping thing on a brisk Saturday morning, maybe a tad warmer than what it is now.
A little bit.
And Wyatt Price is like, I'm disappointed in you, Mark. And I'm like, well, I'm disappointing myself right now for making these life decisions as it is, sitting here on a Saturday morning in this weather. And he said, well, there was no Winter Classic coverage or playoff review.
What'd you do that for?
I didn't have a good answer. Laziness was my main go-to.
Yeah.
For mainly the winter tourney, I did want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, as you know, at first I wasn't going to play, and then second, I was pretty much sick up till tournament started, so I figured it wasn't good to have guests come in here.
Correct. That would have been bad.
And get them sick. So.
And then they couldn't play.
Right.
Yeah.
So, here we are.
Yay.
Tonight we have an exciting show planned for you, and if not, what the fuck else you gonna do? We're gonna do post-game handshakes because I feel that's a very important topic. We're going to, what the fuck else I have planned? Oh, we are going to talk about the winter tourney a little bit. Give props to some of the teammates that won and what you thought and saw, and and then for the finale, the top 10. Because it's been 10 years at QC Dek, we are going to do the top 10 moments in QC Dek history tonight.
Nice. That was his idea, I think, all by yourself.
Damn straight it was. So, let's get to it, huh? Let's not waste
a cute little slideshow back there.
That's, Jesus. Let's not waste people's time. All right.
Oh, gosh.
Post-game handshakes.
Yes.
Just stand up. How do you go about it?
I do knuckle bumps.
Every time.
Every time.
Win or lose?
Yes.
Well, okay. Every time, no
Every
matter
time.
what. Just knuckle bumps.
Yes.
Is that more because of a COVID thing? You don't want
I
to shake
guess.
hands?
Yeah.
You keep your gloves on?
Most of the time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I do.
Oh, gosh.
It's different. Do you need to raise that up or no? We're good? Hey there. If I win,
Yes.
which was a rarity last season, rough on me, I give you the Tom Izzo, head knob. Because Tom Izzo, he always kicks people's ass. But it's like, hey, mad respect to you. Because I don't want to make you to feel bad. I just whooped up on you. So, yeah, I'll shake hands. Hey, nice game. Give you a bob.
Yeah.
Warm gesture. If I lose, I kind of keep my head down, okay? Because I'm kind of like Big Daddy. Yeah, Big Daddy whipped up on me, but man, I want to be cool and shake hands. So I'll be like, so you say good game?
Good game.
I'm like, yeah, man, good game. Good game, bro.
I wish they could have seen your face.
Now, here's my favorite.
Can we lift this up?
Sure. Well, yeah, for this one, yeah.
Okay.
This one's my favorite. It's the Jordan Lawson.
Uh-oh.
We're going to lose. Even if she's pissed. This would have been really good in COVID. Because she'll basically walk as far as away from the other person and, barely touch them. We're like, good game. And she'll look this way. Good game, good game, good game, good game, good game.
We love you, Jordan.
Now, the real kicker, though, I have.
What?
Is the ones that go like this. No. Hannah. No. Up. Hey, good game, Mark. And bring it in.
They do that to you all the time.
Yeah, that's mad respect. But here's the thing, right?
Yes.
75% of those people.
Yes.
I don't want nothing to do with that. You're not my homie. I'm just being honest. Some of them are. Some of them are. Some of them are.
Nobody's gonna do that to you next season.
I'm just saying. Man. Like, I appreciate it. Like, yeah, some of them, man, it's good to see you, bro. Let's do lunch. Let's go down to Chili's and get something. But some of them, like, man, just back off. I want to give you the Jordan Lawson game. So that's what I got. Post-game handshakes. Have you seen anything odd? I can't remember. I know there's been a couple of
like odd with you, or like when I've been in them.
Yeah, when you've been in them. This is your show too. It's not all about me.
Well, for the girls, sorry guys.
Whoa.
Can't have a show without technical difficulties, right?
We're gonna go for it.
So anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know, for the girls, like if we're playing against one of our really good friends, like we'll stop and give a hug and be like, awesome job, or whatever. But usually it's, I'd say 9 times out of 10, gloves on since COVID, and always, I mean, I guess a lot of girls do it.
You know who was really smart during the COVID era was Josh Heilman, because he was standing over his bench after the game.
Yeah.
And then from like afar, be like, "Hey, good game, Mark. You know, good game, Mark."
Did he really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. The guy
didn't
actually
notice that.
thinks, yeah. So,
The guy actually.
yeah. Women, you don't see a problem. So, anyways, just my thoughts on post-game handshakes, and that killed a few minutes, right? So, let's get to the Winter Classic. That was done 3 weeks ago now.
I think 3.
What?
3. Friday was a.
Sorry. I'm done.
Friday was a beautiful day, man. I could have been out there forever.
Yeah.
And then Saturday was quite cold.
Yes.
Not many people stayed. Very often play your game, take off, come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday was comparatively
Not bad.
warmer, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So,
Yep.
your thoughts on the tournament?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was assuming it was going to be almost like it was today.
Right.
Freezing cold, not fun, miserable. But yeah, I ended up being glad that you actually played, and
Yeah.
fun to watch. Yeah, and your team was awesome. Like super group of guys.
Yeah.
They kind of like, I don't know, I feel like Reagan's saying this, but like Team Mom. They were like, "Oh, Courtney." It made me feel good.
Sure. It was
I shouldn't say Team Mom because half of them were our age. But
right. Yeah, I like the. It's rough the playing with 6 people, but I like that. It's more built for like Logan Anderson, who's got like a high motor.
yes.
You know,
Yeah.
that could go.
That can
Yeah,
forever.
it's not really probably for my cup of tea at my age
Cody
anymore.
kind of did that though. He was out.
Cody
For like,
played phenomenal.
all
I
of
can
the
get into
games.
that for sure. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. So, anyways, D1. Fucking A. Hold on.
what are you doing?
I'm trying to get into my stuff.
Albums. There you
Yeah. Okay. D1 was won by Coffee Hound. Do you remember that game at all?
go.
No.
I don't think we watched that
Yeah,
one,
we
did we?
did. We watched the second period. Yeah, they beat Glencoe Bazookas. Coffee Hounds led by Pat Levesque
Oh, I remember watching that now. Yeah. Okay.
with 6 points. Darren McMillan. We were talking the other day, Ken, like guys like Darren McMillan, Scott Schmidt, like could they hang like playing with a Storm for a weekend?
Oh yeah.
I think so too. Like even coming back. So
As long as they can, still stay up on skates.
yeah. Ryan Plum,
Mm-hmm.
Colin Karstens, and Bobby Cassett. And
Good deal.
Zach Ballesteri was the goalie. I
Yeah.
think is he a Pittsburgh or Chicago guy? I can't remember, but props to them. Springfield Green Team, they beat the Chicago Snipers in D3 action. We watched some of that game.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bunch of feisty young kids going at it.
Very.
Yeah. Yes, Springfield ended up winning. I think the Green Team actually won out in the regular Springfield action too. So
Which was the one that had the Illinois ice hockey player? Oh no, that was D1.
yeah.
Okay.
So Springfield, for the lack of players, I guess in general, because there's way less that play there than QC, but they're just like Waterloo. The talent they bring down here is amazing. It's
It
too
is.
bad they got shut out of the summer training this year, being able to play.
I think they've got quality over quantity.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let's give props to R.J. Schnell with Hattie, Zach Scott assisting in all three, evidently, Pat Boyer, Kevin Sanger, Silas Butler, and Jake Brandon in goal. So props to them. I mean, I love that game. I remember that one game was that one guy from Chicago kept yelling, "Hit my fucking tape." So I'm gonna yell that to every player.
I don't remember that.
You know, so yeah, that's the new phrase, evidently. So
what's that mean? Hit my tape.
That it passed, he wants to write on his tape on his hockey
gotcha.
stick.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So, and then D5. Believe it or not, the Dek Generals actually won the championship, and they beat the Springfield Blanks 5-3. I guess I'll go through my teammates. Christian Hahn.
He played.
We called him Backpack. I think it was his nickname because he carried all of us in. He was relentless. I've never.
That kid wanted to win.
Yeah, he wanted to win.
I mean, everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He showed his true talents there without a doubt.
Yeah.
Cody Cunningham, he played literally every minute of every game. I remember the championship, I spelled him for like a minute or two on defense. He got right back out there the second period, played the rest. He was physical. He shot well. Communicated well.
Yeah.
I mean, he did everything. You asked of him. Yeah. So, Mitch Seifert. He said initially during this tourney, just everybody do your roles, right? And that hit home to me. Like, not everybody needs to be Christian that could score.
Right.
Someone can be physical, play two-way, like.
And you say that all the time.
Yeah.
It's not about the score. It's about why you're there.
For me to come off the bench, just try to spell these other guys for a couple of minutes. And Mitch Seifert was an absolute leader. On pretty much one leg the last couple of games.
Poor guy. Yeah.
And then Mark Hubert, back from St. Louis. Friday looked like he was seeing ghosts. He just got out of quarantine, essentially.
Off the COVID train. Yep.
Friday looked terrible. I'll be honest. Not hot. He just looked,
it was bad.
He looked white. And
I'm
then
surprised he was there.
Saturday he looked a little better. And my Sunday he was his old self because he was saying some jokes that only Hubert could tell you. That you can say without human resources being around. So, and Hubie, man, he played well. He always shakes off the rust. Like seems like the rust
he
is
comes
never
like twice a year.
Yeah, it seems like rust is never a factor with Hubert.
Yeah,
so.
he just picks back up. Does he play down there? Like
no, there's nothing down there.
Nothing.
No. And Justin Leatherman, he came up huge in that championship game and goal.
He did.
I thought.
Yeah.
That was definitely his best game, and
yeah. He did good.
I love a goalie that's like him, that's mentally stable. He doesn't get too high, too low.
Yeah.
Communicates with us. There's a lot of times he'd say, "Hey, great job clearing this, whatever." Or, hey, cover my backside. Thank you for doing that. And, it was nice play that it's been. Jesus Christ. This dog. I know. So it's good. So Justin Leatherman, man.
Yes.
Great job out there. I tell you, that whole tourney was just crazy.
It was
Chicago Zookeepers, we played a couple times, were tough as hell. With Muting and Evan Watts were on that team. And the Yetis, I gotta be honest, I've never been more sick to my stomach, up 5-2. Against the Yetis, because I knew it was going to be a tie game eventually.
Yep.
I've seen this movie 1,000 times the last couple of years, and I personally wanted to throw up on the bench because the Yetis just don't quit.
No, they don't.
And Mitch Seifert laying on the ground,
Poor guy
going into overtime, and somehow we pulled it out and shoot up it. Man, the Yetis just don't quit. You can hate them, you can like them. I like people that don't quit as much as it paid me. I gotta tell you, if I lost that game, I'd been sick to my stomach and walked home. But man, props to them. So
that was a really close game.
Yeah. Oh no, good turn in that though. I thought it ran on time, I believe, which is rare.
Like one time they were like 10, 15 minutes behind, but then I think they caught up somehow because guys were thinking that they were gonna be. Oh no, it was because the timing on the phone wasn't matching up with the timing of the game, so people were coming late. Yeah, that was.
There's a little bit. Yeah.
But other than that, it was great.
Yeah, well ran, and so congrats to all the employees out there that braved the code. I know, like Kenzie Shirts if she's still alive after freezing her ass. I know she worked like 7 hours, I think, one day out there. So cool. Yeah, I like the. I missed the draft. I never actually got to play in the draft, but
I forgot they used to do that.
I used to like that format to play with some different people. But this is still cool where you do something different with 6 people and stuff. So and for people to get out there and do something. So
Yep.
that's that on the old winter tourney, I guess. Sorry it took forever to get that talked about, but we did it. So
Yep.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh, shit.
God.
All right. I have compiled a list.
Do you need your phone up for the first one?
No, that's the ninth one.
I thought that was the ninth one.
No. Huh? That's the ninth one. We got to
What
do
about the
10
one from
before
Shaq?
9. That's.
Oh, we're going backwards.
Don't
Okay.
say his name either.
Sorry.
This is the top 10 list. Top 10 best moments in QC Dek History, which includes NDA, whatever other bullshit we've done. Okay? As voted on by me. Like, remember when we voted on the long, a short season, and it really wasn't a vote. They just did whatever they wanted to do. Pretty much just what I did here. Now, people are going to bitch and moan, this is wrong, this is what happened. Hey, I scored with 0.8 seconds left. That's the greatest moment in Dek History. Sorry.
These are the top 10 in the last 10 years in this little head right here.
Yes.
Okay.
So without further ado,
It's further ado.
I know it is.
Oh.
Christ's sake. Whew, sure it's snowing out. That's
It's blowing.
blowing. Huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, number 10. October. What the fuck is that? I can't read this. It was in October of 2021, the D5 playoffs. It was the QC Flyers versus the QC Thunder.
You gotta go closer. So
There you
they
go,
can see.
closer.
Bam.
It was, get this, 4-1 Flyers at first period. So you think would rout, right? After 2, Thunder 5, Flyers 5. Whew, in a playoff game, right?
Yep.
People are getting their fucking money's worth.
No kidding. Edge of their seats.
Third period, Thunder make it 7-5. Flyers come back, score 2 in a row to tie it up 7-7. Just like that. I mean, this game was insane. Like, every time the one team would score, they would score back and forth. Of course, it went to a shootout, right? 18-round shootout.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
They do shootouts in playoffs?
Yep. Yeah. Up until
Oh,
the
I'm thinking
championship.
championship. Okay, yeah.
Nate Corey with the Flyers scored in the 18th round to win it. 8-7
Wow.
QC Flyers over the Thunder. I remember scorekeeping this game, I think, or just sitting there watching. It was absolutely insane. I mean, a lot of games are like that at Dek.
I think you did scorekeep it because you were talking about how you couldn't breathe because it was just
It's crazy.
boom, boom, back and forth.
A lot of games are like that, like I was saying. I mean, they go back and forth. But this one just stuck in my head, so. All right. Do you want to pull up our number 9?
Yes.
It's on this
I
big,
know.
on the boob too. Number 9.
You fix ID.
I'll put in my password. All right. Number 9, July 2nd, Spring D2 action 2017. Any moment now.
It's coming.
All right, I'm going to get out of the way. It's the QC. This is the end.
What, again? Sorry, guys.
Boy. All the way. All the way.
I'm trying.
The shithole show. All right. This is overtime. Mutiny. Smoking dogs. Whoa, why are we upside down? Okay, that's more like it. Host. Taking the face off. It's a 4-4 game in overtime. Host on the boards. Gets it. Next shot. And goal! The Mutiny win. 5-4 in overtime. Colin McMillan with the goal. Mike Holst on the assist. Just absolutely insane. More insane they had Nick reffing it. That to me was just a hell of a game back then. And the Mutiny, that was like in their midst of just crazy shit happening, right? Which is the remote for that.
Oh my goodness.
I just
that's
remember,
so
you know, back then the Mutiny was just an iconic franchise, right?
Mhm.
Like every time the Mutiny played, it was like must-see TV.
Mm-hmm.
And that game was just unbelievable. I think Shaq was in goal for the Smoking Dogs, and whew, Dakota had 3 goals in that game.
Oh wow.
Dylan Ruiz, Nick Hansky, PJ Collins, Colin McMillan, Chris Thomas, Holst, Rick Stroh, who's just made recently a comeback to Dek, and TJ Lampkin, everybody's
Oh yeah.
buddy. So that was a hell of a team.
He was at winter tournament.
Was he?
Yeah. I think. Is that what I saw?
We'll just go all right. But yeah, to me, yeah, back then the Muni was just like, I think if you rank franchises, obviously the Crew, because they've just dominated for years, right? But Mutiny in those years would have been right up there with the D2 and 3+ with Rosner and the damn ladies, Nikki Columberry and all those years.
Yeah.
Years.
And
And
she played there.
there's a small window where their bandits were there, and now where the Yetis are at. But yeah, to me, that was a great game. So, alrighty, number 8.
We're doing Lee Reed.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you. Number 8, October 23rd, 2017. The Tracos ladies winning the Women's Cup over Maloney's. Athena Galbraith, 40 saves on 42 shots. Lindsay Womack with 2 goals. We were at this game. We went to see Cassie play when she played. Cassie Kindlesberger now.
Yep.
Used to be Lee. To me, this was like a changing moment for Dek, especially women in general. I've probably said some not so nice things about Athena to run for mayor and stuff, but
You have.
yeah, I did. But this game was like transpired things because she finally got her cup for one. Yeah, I know she wanted it bad, right? Her and James then were like the power couple at Dek, right?
They were, yeah.
I just remember seeing the joy in her face and her teammates' face, and that transpired to them starting the She-Devils. Remember that? They were god-awful for years, but that transpired starting a women's franchise, which was kind of cool. It was all ladies, because ladies can definitely play.
Yeah.
And all those ladies on the She-Devils could play. They were just in the wrong league.
She-Devils came first and then Tracos.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because, didn't they? Because She-Devils played co-ed.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, it all transpired about the same time. So, and then that helped generate more excitement in the ladies going, because she did that ladies camp, right? You did that once, right? So for a while there, like, women's game really took off. There was a bunch of teams.
Yeah.
If you look back then, like, the women's division was pretty big.
It
So,
was. Yeah.
to me, that's a big
smaller,
moment.
But...
Yeah. So, that moves us to number 7. November 14th, my brother's birthday, 2019. It was the Ice Bowl of the ages, for the ages. Of course, I gotta talk about myself since it's my show, right?
Right.
It was for the championship, D5, Tracos Ducks, boy, don't all those teams miss that Tracos money. And the BD Bandits. And the Bandits won 2-1. And that was Bob Cassett's only cup, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep.
Do you want to explain the picture, because it's kind of funny?
Well, I'll just tell you about this day, right?
Okay.
Well, first off, let me go and sit down. Let me give you the backstory. We had the opportunity to not play that day, actually.
Really?
That day, it was pretty bad. Like this, not like cold like this, but
Isn't that the year they had to snow blow the deck off?
I think so. Yeah. They had to snow. And Pat's like, "Hey, do you guys want to just play another day?" Because I actually had to play a game a couple days later, and they could have gone in front of that game, which would have been fine. But our team was riding momentum. Like, we just lost to Tracos first round of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we had to do like the Yetis had to do this year in D5, went like 7 in a row to get back to the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that. We wanted to play that day because we felt more like momentum. So we lied to the other team and said, hey, we can't get a hold of these guys. We got to play this day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can let the cat out of the bag now. So,
a couple of years later.
So, anyways, yeah, we did end up playing on that. But, I mean, it was pure ice. Like, the only person that could actually move was Lucy Nichol. She had these, like, the rain shoes were just non-operational.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think she had like spikes or some kind of different shoe, turf shoe or something rather. Yeah, she was the only one. I mean, you were basically waddling around. It was honestly a joke of a game to show people's talents because you're just trying to stay on 2 feet essentially.
Yeah. So,
but anyways, luckily for me, we ended up winning it 2-1. Josh Marshall played goalie for the Tragos Ducks, and yeah. Anyways, to that picture, when we got there. Tracos, they had space heaters on their bench. They were already practicing prior to when we got there. Say the game's at 7, right?
They're all nice and happy.
Yeah,
and warm.
I walked in the trailer. I was like the first one on our team there. Everybody else showed like a minute before 7.
Yeah, understandably.
And Pat's like, what are you doing in the trail? I'm like, what do you think I'm fucking going out here? You know? So, they really came prepared to play. Luckily, our people did too, but yeah, they were way more prepared than we were, to be honest. So.
Warm, freezing.
Yeah, and that's why I said during the game, like, if you crouch down under the bench, it's way warmer down there. Stay on the breeze.
Blocks the wind.
Yeah, so, I mean, to me, it was an iconic game. I've seen a couple winter classic games play like that when it freezes and you can't do shit, but yeah.
Steps up close.
Hopefully I never play anything like that again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, enough about me. Number 6. To be determined 6, Bud Knights 2 is D4, May 2nd, 2021. It was a dark day in history, in Dek History. The Royal Rumble on the blue deck, or outside of the blue deck. I score kept this game. The score didn't matter. These two teams did not like each other. Is a fair assessment.
I would say so.
Let's just run through the penalties and go from there.
Sit back and relax, kids.
Nikolai Stoyanovich hooking. Chase Bueller slashing. Shane Smith roughing. Bo Reed roughing. Bo Reed verbal abuse.
What?
Chris Runge verbal abuse. Andrew Staver roughing. Aiden Witt roughing. Aiden Witt roughing again. Chris Runge verbal abuse.
Oh my god.
Aiden Witt fighting.
Is different than roughing?
Yes.
Okay, keep going.
Andrew Staver fighting. Nate Whelan fighting. That's your penalties in the game.
Guys.
I score kept this game. Woo!
Oh
that
my
suspension meeting.
That's the night
I
where you got
deserve.
home late.
I deserve overtime pay for that, and like retroactively put that in as a Christmas bonus.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's not happening. that it was wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brendan came to me, he's like, "Okay, what's all the penalties so we get ahead of the game here to take it into the suspension meeting?" I'm like, "I don't even know. I can't keep up. Like, here's what I got, but this is wild."
Oh man.
Even like during the game and after the game, like they were fighting outside the rink.
Yep.
In the like around the gazebo, like it was nuts.
You can't add penalties for that, can you?
You can. I think you can. Or at least they'll take it into consideration with everything that's happened, right?
Yeah,
So,
not only during the meeting.
it was a dark day in Dek history.
Yeah.
I did not get much sleep that night. Here's the most interesting tidbit, though. Guess who subbed in that game that had no penalties?
It's got to be somebody who normally gets a lot of penalties.
Yes.
Scott Elby?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Scott Delvey's a little. There's a. That's no. Okay. No. I'll just tell you.
Okay.
Nick Swanson. Swanee. You would
Really?
think he would have wanted to get in on that, right?
Yeah.
Right? So that was something I'll never forget.
I'm surprised that was way down at number what,
6?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of great moments in Dek history. Some positive, some negative. Number 5. April 30th, 2018. I think this is the biggest spread we've had.
That's gotta be.
The Rental Guys, 25. The Maidens of Mayhem, 0.
Right in the room.
Now, before people say, oh, Mark's making fun, I've been involved. My first year, Valley Bank 21, McLovin at 0.
Oh.
We got spanked by 3 touchdowns by a bunch of little kids that
How
probably
did you
are still
remember
playing.
that?
Oh, you always remember
That
getting
was
your
a
ass
long.
kicked.
Dylan was like 15.
Oh, you remember getting your ass kicked like that. You don't forget. That game, Braden Corcoran's dad, for now, younger generation, he started his car, took off halfway the second. He's like, fuck this, I'm done playing. And I don't blame him.
Oh, gosh.
But anyways, till then, I think that was the worst spread until the Rental Guys, who are ladies, poured it on the Maidens of Mayhem.
Maybe they could hang that up in the trailer. Until somebody beats that record.
We need a Hall of Fame in there, just like a little quarter. Take down your stupid ass checks. Here we got this. 61 shots to get, and Maidens of Mayhem had how many shots? 4.
Oh, dang.
Okay. Shelby Womack had 7 goals. I would call that like 3 seasons for me. Every player on the Rental Guys scored. Darcy Frisky, who was their goalie, who just stood there and for their 4 shots, probably didn't even have to move. I looked through this Maidens of Mayhem roster. I don't think any of them still play.
Meg Malaker was on that, wasn't she? I thought she started.
I'd have to look again. But guess who's the goalie for Maidens of Mayhem? Nope, it was not Hillary. Great guess, though. Tara Malner. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
623 save percentage? Yeah. She's basically what, a Coons? Or a Coons sister or cousin or something. So
I didn't know there was a relation.
25-0. That's
a lot.
Yeah, that's a goal every minute, what? 39 minutes, every goal every... A lot. That's goal. That's
peppered.
That scorekeeper abuse is what it is.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I wonder who score kept that game.
I don't know. I should look it up. Someone's probably don't work for us anymore, would be my guess. How about I screw this?
Yeah. Can't even type in the name before you're hitting it.
No. So.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. That's something. Number 4. Is that the right one? The World Cup of Dek.
Ball hockey.
Ball hockey.
Yeah.
Do you remember? You don't remember a goddamn thing about it. You don't remember this happening, do you?
Nope. To be honest, I do not.
They went to Czechoslovakia, if I remember right.
What year was this?
I want to say 2016. I don't know if I wrote it down right.
Oh, yeah.
We're not about facts here. I just remember it's so cool to getting home and being able to stream the games online and seeing, like, you know, our friends and people we look up to, like Pat and Nick and, you know, Womack, all go over to play all these other countries, and really they got it taken to them up until I think they played France. But man, that competition was unbelievable. But I really felt it helped put us on the map. Felt like, man, this is a big time deal. You we're going over here to play all these other teams, and like some of that, they formed relationships with other guys. The guys come here to play now for the national tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it was cool.
Very.
Just come home online and.
I do vaguely remember watching that on there. Now that you say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, number 3. Kind of going with the being out of the country theme. The QC Junior Team USA Junior Team under 19 took the bronze medal on June 29th, 2019. Do you remember anything about this?
I do slightly.
Okay,
yes.
tell
well,
me.
not about the game itself, but
okay.
yeah, I remember like when they went and.
Oh, nice. Oh, here's what I remember. Like watching online, like they were going at it. Like every game was like someone had the ball. Like you were going to get fucking mauled until you gave up that ball. Like it was boom,
Yeah.
boom. It's crazy intensity hockey. Unbelievable though. That's like showed our skill, the young talent that went up there. Like they had tryouts and everything down here. Remember, like a lot of good players. I was said, hell yeah, put them on the team, got cut or didn't make it there.
Yeah. Didn't Paul take somebody?
Yeah,
up
Paul
there?
Rosner I think took Dakota up there. Yeah, and Dakota just played his ass off.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome.
To me, what number was that? Number 3?
3, yeah.
I tell you what, you can make a case that's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was just unbelievable. What an unbelievable trip for all those kids.
I know.
And then for, our staff that took them to show, hey, we doing big things down here in Iowa. I know we had some players from like New Jersey and other that on the team too, but a lot of the talent's from here.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Putting Iowa on the map.
That was really cool, and being able to watch those games online. The crowds looked great. And very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. Number 2. Thank you for picking that up to me. This is the best game I've ever watched.
Oh.
This is NDA Summer Tourney, July 14th, 2020. The Southwest Cowboys 8. The Deckheads 7.
I remember that game.
You
very
do
well.
remember this game. Well,
Yes.
talk to me about it. Tell the people.
I mean, I felt actually kind of bad because everybody was rooting for the Cowboys and not for the home guys.
Nah, here's what. No.
Vividly.
I remember a lot of people cheering for the Cowboys initially.
Yeah.
Then when the Deckheads came back.
Yeah. Then they changed their minds.
Yeah, like it became like, oh my God, that's unbelievable. Because it was basically.
Oh, they were like way behind.
It was 7-0.
Yeah.
Right? Going into the third, 7-0 Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what happened at the end of the second.
Oh, that was the second?
Yeah,
Oh,
Fry got pulled and he threw a stick over the bench and killed some young kids in the stands.
He didn't kill him.
He hurt him pretty bad, I'm pretty sure. That might be lies. That stick did go over.
Yeah.
It went over. Like a fucking rocket.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. After the second period, I'm like, shit, man. Like, we were sitting with our goalie homies, Zach Nelson, I think, and TD was over there. I'm like, man, we should just go to Chili's. This game's over, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they pulled him. They showed what advantage 4-on-3 is with players that can set it up and keep the ball, because it was like bam, bam, bam. This is like, I think Yannick was still on the team at Deckheads, just booming balls on top. Yannick's now retired.
Okay.
Because he got a girlfriend. So. Good for him. But,
oh, that's right. They're talking about the cowboy in Canada.
yeah.
Yep.
But just insane game. It was the epic, thing of Dek. That's like, how can you not watch this and not love it?
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I saw, looked through the quotes to the people watching a live stream. TD, Taylor Davis, end of an era, sad. Because the Deckheads had won previously up to that pretty much every year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that Taylor speaks from the heart.
He does. Always.
Taylor was sad.
Mm-hmm.
He loves his deckheads. So, I'll never forget that game. That was unbelievable. Like, just, yeah. That speaks volumes about Dek and how crazy
How many
it
other
can be.
teams would have almost kind of like given up when they're 0-7?
Oh, right. Or start fighting or just taking stupid penalties saying, screw this. Instead, no. They fought to the very end.
Made a plan.
And they turned the crowd around to where almost everybody was cheering for them. The crowd was just so unbelievable. And, of course, this year they dominated every team decades did and won. And so.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for the number one moment?
Yep.
In QC Dek history? I thought so. What are you all doing tonight, huh? Hit me up on the
You
messenger.
closed it, so you're going to open up that.
Yeah, hell. Am I?
Yes.
I got it right here.
Okay.
All right. Oh, when you
I was getting it.
the number one moment in Dek hockey history, it was actually a summer tourney game. It's unbelievable. No one will ever forget this. Play it, sister.
Ew.
Oh my God.
Should we play it again for those in the back?
Oh, yes. Play it 1,000 times over. Do you remember seeing that live?
I think so.
We were standing right down there because I was making friends with the other teams like I always do.
Oh, man.
Right? And I'm like, did I just see what I saw? I saw a live murder. That was Mike Womack taking out a goalie.
That's
Big
hilarious.
time. And some of the quotes I went through.
Weren't we on the other end of the deck?
Were we? If we did, I ran over. I don't know.
No, I don't remember.
Now you lost my trip.
Sorry.
Zach Mickle, I saw in the comments, says, this gets worse and worse every time I see it. Mike Womack showing remorse, of course, says, nah, it gets better and better. So, that was just awesome. It was so awesome. Just boom, he trucked and murdered him. Like, they took that goalie out in a body bag, didn't they? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man.
And it was like, no charges are pressed. Like, everybody's like, this is awesome. National tournament's awesome.
Don't ever piss off Mike.
Well, we're welcoming a murderer to the family, evidently, huh?
And he said the McDermotts were crazy.
That's probably the tip of the iceberg, I bet, if you went through his hockey highlights. Would you agree that's the number one moment? Or would I tell you?
That was fun to
Who
watch.
cares about going overseas and winning bronze medals and national championships? It was trucking the fucking goalie. Wow.
I gotta say, I think that's probably the only time I've ever seen that happen.
Oh, I would pay to see that again. Like, I almost had to put down my teriyaki mayonnaise. You know what it takes me to put down that? This is good shit. Whoa. So, my God. Here's a question for you, though. Before we wrap this thing up. Mike's gonna marry, of course, in our family, which is not, I mean, it's our family, but it's like the other side of family. That's fine.
The cool
we
side.
suck.
They're the cool side.
He's gonna marry her this fall. Morgan, right?
Yes.
Okay, so once they're married, and things are good. Matt Levesque
Yes.
drops on one knee instead of allowing orange balls through like he typically does. Asks Shelby to marry him.
Okay.
And they kiss and get married or whatever, right?
Okay. I think I know where you're going with this.
Does that make me and you related to the Levesques?
I'm sure there could be a line drawn somewhere to that, but it would be a very curvy line through multiple, yes, by marriages. In a weird way. I don't know.
I'm going on deck. This is it.
I don't think it really really counts though when it's like by marriages like that.
Oh, I disagree.
Do you?
He's always said we're family. Now this ties us all together. Pat says we're family. We're now all family. If Matt does what he's supposed to do eventually and marry Shelby.
I mean, he's got to make an honest woman out of her.
Make an honest woman out of Miss Shelby. And that, my folks, is a Christmas miracle. It's great to be with you tonight on this great night. I know you could be doing many things outside.
I think you just like ruined the Levesque's Christmas.
I'll be over for Christmas now. We're family. Go pick a deck head out of their basement. Be like, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, Pops. So we wish you all Merry Christmas from our family to yours. And thank you for choosing under the traffic lights on this
cold and blustery day, like my personality. Till next time, goodbye. Merry Christmas.